I'm very pleased with what we've been doing. You know, we've had a lot of injuries early doors, and continue to have injuries. But the managing team's done very well to keep the squad going, and the lads have worked hard and got us the results we needed.
So what's your impression been of Jody and Simon so far?
Yeah, fantastic. Really good. You know, he's one of the best managers we've had in a long, long time. It's his first season in management, and he's taken to it like a duck to water, really.
So there has been a lot of injuries. You've been plagued by injuries actually, especially at the start of the season. The likes of Ryan Crowther out for the entire season. Where's he up to with his injury at the moment?
I think we've got Josh Stakini's out for the rest of the season. We've had lads carrying knocks for most of the season, and we've got Josh Granick came back on Saturday, having been out for I think the last 10 weeks. JP was out for quite a while. He started to come back, so hopefully, you know, as we come for the running for the season, we're starting to get one or two players back into the squad.
And of course, Matt Chadwick was one of the league's leading scorers last season. You must have been impressed by his willingness to stay at the club.
Of course, yeah. It's we're delighted. You know, we're really pleased. We're a small club, and a lot of clubs come to us and they start cherry picking our players. But I think what we've got off the field, the players, the supporters, everybody all pulls together, and the lads recognise that and want to stay for that reason.
Brilliant stuff. So obviously I think you're 6th in the table at the moment. Is playoffs a minimum at this point of the season?
Depends who you ask. Yeah, we want it. We still think we can win it, you know, and I think we've got a good chance of getting in the playoffs. But the only pressure Jody's under is the pressure he puts himself under.
So obviously you went out of the FA Cup and FA Trophy quite early on in the season. Did that impact your finances?
Clearly devastated. You know, for a little club like ours, the kind of rewards that you can get from the FA Cup and a good run in the trophy obviously help us. It makes it a little bit easier off the field, and we want to invest a bit more in the facilities.
So if you do get promoted this season, do you think you'll be able to hold your own like Kers and Ashton have done?
We'd hope so. That's what we've been planning for the last 4 or 5 years, is getting the infrastructure right off the field, making sure everybody's pulling the same direction. One would hope that if we went up to a higher league, then the increase in gates that we would get, if only from visiting supporters, would help fill that hole that we need to fill to go up to the higher league.
Only one team goes down this season in the Evo Stick Premier Division. Do you agree with that or not?
It's not whether I agree with it or not. It's an FA choice. It's a good thing in so much that the new Midland Division is coming in. You look at the Northern Premier League next season will be a Northern Premier League. Last season in particular, we found it very hard because we were the only team in Manchester in our division, and we had 11 trips down to the Midlands, which cost us quite a packet in terms of coach and travelling charges. So to bring the league closer together and then have quite a few local derbies can only be a good thing.
So what's travelling been like this season? Because last season you had the trips up to Blythe Spartans, they obviously got promoted. You've still got Workington. How's travelling been?
We've still got travelling to do, but you accept that. But it's nice to have teams like Altrincham and Staley-Bridge in the same division as us, because the fans will come to those two games, and we've got those to come yet. I quite enjoyed going to Blythe, to be quite honest. They're a lovely club, and when they came to us, it more than made up for the fact that we'd gone up there in terms of cost, because I think they brought about 300 people down with them, so it was an excellent day out.
So you mentioned Altrincham then, they're obviously top of the league at the moment. Are you surprised by that?
I'm not surprised. They're a big club. I think they've done very, very well, because traditionally the Northern Premier League has been a bit of a graveyard for clubs coming down. Altrincham seem to have bucked the trend, and fair play to them.
And at the other end of the table, Staley-Bridge Celtic struggling this season. Are you surprised by that, given Steve Burr's in charge?
I don't say I'm surprised by it. As I say, in the past it's been a bit of a graveyard. A lot of clubs have come into this division think it's going to be easy, but you can play any team in this Northern Premier League, Premier Division, and it's going to be a tough game. Even if you play in the bottom of the league, you've got to be on your game.
Now, taking a look at the pitch at the moment, we've had a lot of rain over the weekend. I know you've struggled so far this season with getting games on. How important have the volunteers been in helping the club out this season?
We are volunteers. That's Ashton United. Every single person in this club is a volunteer, and without them the club would die. In terms of the pitch, they've worked the socks off to get games on. look, it's been an awful winter in terms of weather, and the frustrating thing is it always seems to rain on like a Thursday or a Friday just before a game, or even a Monday, but such is life.